Y'all, I'm off today. Actually, I'm off until Monday. So I am in my craft room and I'm going to catch up on some of my crafting. So today I'm going to sublimate an image that I created in Midjourney and then took it into Canva, added some wording to it, and I'm going to be putting it on this crossbody bag. And you can see the crossbody bag has a pretty long strap on it. And so what I like about this is you just take and you pull the part that you're going to place your image on off. It has the Velcro at the top. And we're going to go ahead and get this ready to put our image on. I'm super excited. All right, let's go to the computer so we can get our image. Also, guys, just before I forget, for this particular project, I'm going to be using a 11 by 17 inch paper, and I'm going to be using my Epson Workforce 7720. All right, let's go to the printer. All right, guys, I'm at my computer, and this is the image that I created in Midjourney. And then I took and got a phrase from Creative Fabrica, and then I took it into Canva and put the two together with the background. And we're going to go ahead and get this printed out now on the A 11 by 17 sublimation paper. All right, y'all, we have our image printing out. This is my Epson Workforce 7720. This particular printer, I changed over from an inkjet printer to a sublimation printer. It has been discontinued. It has two paper trays, which is why I fell in love with it, but I love my Epson 7720. And I hate it for those that would like to have one that they discontinued, but there are other Epson printers that you can use. You can see some of the images that I've created and put up on my wall in my craft room. The one with the girl with her hand on her chin, that's my favorite. And I got that one missing spot that I'm going to put a man right there to balance out my wall. All right, our image is coming out. When you're doing sublimation, guys, you want to make sure you mirror your image before you print it out. And your colors are going to look dull until you apply heat. So we're going to use high temperatures, and we're going to sublimate this for about 60 seconds, right at a minute, and then we'll be done. So I'm going to let this print out, and I'll be back. Y'all, look how pretty that is. And the words are backwards, and that's because you want to mirror your image because it's going to be printed or heated. You're going to heat press it face down, so then your words will be going in the right direction. So you're going to pray, and you're going to trust, you're going to wait and repeat. That's what that says. All right, let's go to the heat. All right, guys, we're at our heat press. You always want to take and use a lint roller, and you want to lint roll your garment before you heat press it, and that's to get off any type of debris that may be on there, because once you sublimate it, if there was any debris on there, it's going to be in your finished product, and you don't want that. So you just want to go ahead and lint roll that and get off, like I said, any debris. And then we're going to press this for about 5 seconds to get out any moisture, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to press our image onto it using some heat tape. All right, so I'm going to press for about 5 seconds, and then we'll be ready to put the image on. All right, now that we have pressed that, got it all nice and flat there, we're going to go ahead and take our image. We're going to place it face down, and I'm going to be using some heat tape here to get this going. We don't want our design to move once we get it onto our garment, so you want to use heat tape. This is heat tape that I got off of Amazon, and my heat press is really getting hot here. And what I like about this crossbody bag is that you take the image, or you take the flap off and sublimate it, instead of having to sublimate it still on the bag, which could cause you some problems. All right, it looks like I might be able to get the whole thing on there on both sides. Let's try that. Let's try that. We're gonna try to see if we can get as much of the side covered as possible. And then we'll have a little bit of overage, but not much. All right, so we got our image down. I'm gonna put this on top to protect my heat press. I'm gonna get one more for the bottom, and then we're gonna go ahead and press Get Missed. All right, I'm gonna press this at 385 Fahrenheit for 60 seconds. And I'll be back. All right, we got about 5 seconds to go. All right. When you get a good sub, you should be able to see your image start to bleed through. Oh yeah, y'all, it turned out so pretty. Y'all, look at that. Hold on. Let me get this tape off of here. And I'll turn you around just a little bit. Look at that, y'all. Isn't that gorgeous? That is so gorgeous. All right, let's put our bag together. All right, we're gonna take our bag, put our Velcro part back on and snap it back into place. Just like that. And there we have our bag, all nice and ready. Y'all see that? All right, I'm gonna show you what it looks like all together on me. Hold on. Hey y'all, so this is the bag completed. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. All right, and you do have the adjustable straps, so you can make it longer or shorter, whatever suits your fancy. So I'm just going to adjust it here and go a little bit longer, just to show you for my tall girls. All right, so you can see how I have adjusted it there, and I still have even more room here to adjust it even more if I like to. Y'all know I'm only 5'5½", so I'm not gonna have mine adjusted all the way out. I'm gonna show you here so you can see, super long. All right,